Hi, and howdy, and welcome to, well, welcome back, I guess. Honestly, didn't think this was gonna continue this far because, good lord, I didn't realize how much I was struggling. But luckily, we get better. That is the point of this: is that we record, we document, and then we attempt to get better. And that's what we're doing. Because you saw a bronze Jeff player in that last video. Today, you see a silver Jeff player. Marginally better. And I say marginally because, good lord, it took me a long time to get out of silver. You'll see. It's actually so bad that I think we're gonna have to do two things in silver. So that's gonna be fun. Let's at least start this damn thing. Hot off the heels of our bronze victory, I guess. We jumped right into another one because I thought, hey, I'm pretty invincible at this point. I can't really be stopped because I'm just the greatest Jeff of all time. It's not true. Truth be told, I just had a lot more time on my hands than I thought I would take. So, Jeff time for the fourth time or some fucking shit like that. I should have counted. I should count how many wins it took for me to get to where I am. Yeah, that probably would have been a smart idea. Anyway, it's really interesting trying to edit around healer gameplay, because yeah, I don't know. You can't really make impressive, amazing plays as a healer. I found that out recently that yeah, all the clips that are viral on the Twitters and such, or even the videos I see made about this game, they're kind of DPS focused. Sometimes the tank, but most of the time it's I don't know. It's just it's cool shit that they do. I mean, I can't really do cool shit. I'm just a shark, man. One thing I did learn, just rewatching this back, that I need to get better with just saving myself. Something I did notice with playing other healers, now that I'm let's just say a little farther along than I anticipated. That Jeff probably has the most amount of saving / escape tools, and yeah, you really do feel that. And when I was silver 3, I didn't really anticipate that. I didn't really think that Jeff would have that much survivability, and if I had known what I know now, I definitely wouldn't have died that much. Yeah, it's a little depressing seeing my my poor little Jeff body get IVAG moded for once, but also dying horribly. And it's like, what other healer could really do that? Because currently I'm playing a little bit more Adam Warlock because, well, he seemed interesting. It's like the Zenyatta of this game. If y'all played Overwatch, it used to feel old saying that, but I mean, I forget that Overwatch 2 is a thing. But no one gives a shit about Overwatch. I don't give a shit about Overwatch. I should say, because I don't know. Supposedly it's making a comeback, but it's just it's bullshit. I don't care. It's Blizzard. Fuck Blizzard. Anywho, Jeff. Yeah, Adam Warlock. That's what I was talking about. Adam Warlock. He doesn't have escape tools. He has that revive after death thing. That's your literally only escape tool is coming back after you already die. So it's like, what's the point really? But his ultimate is, well, the most useful part about him. And it's not just a make everybody invincible for a little bit, ult, like 95% of the fucking healers have. And I think maybe that's why I gravitated more towards Jeff. One, because he's a shark, and I mean, look at him. And he shoot bubble. But also because his ultimate it's more versatile. It's offensive, it's defensive, it can save, it could kill. I need to definitely use it a little bit differently though. Yeah, as you just saw there, that is textbook fucking Jeff knowledge that I need to get into my brain, is the fact that I can eat penny mines. It's not a widely known fact, and I've had people yell at me during ranked games, "Hey, why didn't you ult?" And it's because they have a penny. And if you try to eat, oh, I forgot about that. I accidentally killed a friendly Jeff. Oh, that just made me sad again. Son of a bitch. But if you eat, or if you're anywhere near penny mines, you do attract them. So the moment you come out of your invincibility trying to eat people, you get blown the fuck up. And people need to understand that as a Jeff, that whenever there's a penny nearby, the Jeff has to play a little bit more smartly. And clearly I did not play smartly enough for this game. Yep, yeah, you saw that right. Fucking just got into silver, and I'm already about to fucking exit it. It wasn't a good end on the streak. Didn't even do that much healing neither. It's just depressing. But we're on to the next one. Alright, now this is why I was excited. This one is my one DPS ranked play, whatever the fuck. And that's why if you bother to read the descriptions, even though I'm pretty sure no one reads descriptions anymore, even I stopped doing that a long time ago. That's why it says mostly Jeff, because this one game. Yeah. So what ended up happening was, because for whatever reason I didn't catch the beginning of this, is well, they insta-locked healer, and this was before the whole triple healer meta thing. Now, for full context, I had no idea this was a thing, and 95% of the time it is incredibly fucking strong. If I had known that it was a thing, I would have just stayed as Jeff and not broken my Jeff streak. But yeah, no, I saw that there were two competent healers, semi-competent I should say, and I didn't have any doubt in them, so I said, okay, DPS time. But who should I go DPS? Now that was the hot question, and obviously the answer was Frank, but that was more of on a whim. Honestly, if I wanted to learn anybody, I would maybe learn Spider-Man. I don't know, Spider-Man feels a little undercooked. He does good damage, and he could be really fucking annoying in your backline, but I don't know, maybe it's also a learning curve thing. I'm not good with him. I'm not good with him at all. Same thing with Iron Fist. I mean, Iron Fist is fucking annoying as hell. Oh, and this is when I had the epiphany of how strong Jeff was. I had never seen another Jeff do that. That man was practically invincible, and I was shooting him in the fin. And this is before the nerf, I think. Nerf / buff. So like I knew that was strong. So that's what motivated me into becoming a better Jeff player, because that's something that you have to take away from ranked games, is that you're gonna see people that are straight up better than you, and you gotta learn from it instead of just getting angry and slamming desks like how I did. We're not gonna talk about it. Anyway, DPS. I didn't want to do anything annoying, or with a super steep learning curve, so that ruled out Spider-Man, Iron Fist, and Black Panther. So I had the option of either potentially throwing with Black Widow, because I have an obsession with fucking sniper rifles, or I go Frank. Well, I mean, there's also Wolverine, but I wasn't as familiar with the kit as I am now, so yeah, no, it was Frank. And I say potentially throwing as Widow because after using her extensively now, I realized how just straight fucked they decided to make her kit, man. I don't think I'll have an opportunity to rant about this anyway because, you know, I don't play DPS as ranked, but dude, Widow, they could have had such a cool character instead of a one-shot machine like Widowmaker. They could have had, you know, a semi-competent two-shot machine if they just made the racking time just a little bit faster. Or make it like Bucky, where every single time he lands one of his abilities, he gets another round in the mag. Every time I land my kick, I should have a fully reloaded thing. Or don't make me reload at all. Make me have a overcharge thing where it's like a Spartan laser. It's gotta heat up to do damage or whatever the gay shit. I don't know. My point is, so much more could have been done with Widow, and I'm upset that they didn't go farther, honestly. But I mean, I guess Frank's a good replacement, I guess. I mean, I like the Punisher as a character. I like the Punisher in his gameplay. He's got a shotgun, he's got a assault rifle. He's pretty neat. I don't like getting fucking tackled by a Wolverine, though. Jesus. Well, I look like Patrick Mahomes? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is hot off the heels of the Super Bowl Eagles win. I'm a little footballed in the brain. Not meaning CTE for once. I'm sorry, I'll shut up. Video games. Yeah, no one gives a shit about football. Actually, a lot of people give a shit. Point is, go Eagles. Second point is, Punisher, Frank. I like the smoke grenade. It's pretty neat. I like that it gives me a little bit of height. Honestly, as a DPS, I think this is probably one of the best ones. He's super simple. He has a really high rate of fire, really high damage output. The turret's amazing because you can't CC him out of it. His ultimate's amazing because you can't CC him out of it. The only way to stop a Punisher ulting is by straight murking him, so I am begging you, every healer known to man, because I do it, but I need other people to do it too. Whenever you hear your friendly Punisher ult, heal bot the absolute fuck out of him so he doesn't get evaporated, because every single time that you hear that Judge Jerry Executioner, people are gonna look at you. Duh. So, you know, do something, please. Protect me. But yeah, it's a little bit more engaging gameplay, I think. I get to at least shoot people like a Spider-Man, which the idea of Frank actually winning against the Spider-Man is pretty funny to me. I mean, that's how he got introduced, you know? It's lore accurate Frank. Lore accurate would probably not entail shooting Captain America, but oh yeah, and also that passive is surprisingly strong. I honestly didn't anticipate it being useful and getting killed by my brethren. That's just sad. However, I will say that the escape tools that Punisher has isn't the greatest. He's got the zipline, which only he could use, which I always thought that was weird. Like, shouldn't other human-ish characters use it? Like, shouldn't a Widow be able to use it? Shouldn't a Hawkeye be able to use it? I feel like that'd be a really cool, like, team mechanic, where it's like you can fling all the DPSs, like, to their backline, essentially, really quickly. I feel it's weird that you're able to place these, but then other people can't interact with them. Also, I just got jumped. Jesus. I always felt that was weird. Like, other humanoid characters should be able to use the zipline. I feel like anybody that's human should. You know, that'd be nice. It's not necessarily a team-up, but it's like, think of it like, the fact that they made Symmetra's portals an ability instead of an ultimate now. Think of it like that. It's just a movement tool that you can have. I hate that I'm referring to Overwatch so much in this fucking video, but to be fair, it is another hero shooter, and it's the most relevant hero shooter. It would be a little bit showing of my age if I started referencing fucking TF2 or something, you know? And this Hulk really had it out for me. The fact that I lived is impressive. Honestly, that grab doesn't even do that much damage. If, like, one healer's paying attention to you, you usually walk out of that. And this is what I mean. I could have gotten so many kills there if, one, Iron Fist wasn't broken as fuck, and two, if, well, if people actually paid attention to me, that'd be nice. It's depressing. But I mean, yeah, it let us win, I guess. I mean, maybe I just scared them enough. I don't fucking know. It is really scary hearing those voice lines, you know? I understand that completely. Especially Bucky's, dude. Fucking Bucky is terrifying. Armed and dangerous is true. Is definitely true. What the fuck am I talking about anymore? Now, you might be wondering why I didn't do Bucky also, and it's purely because I'm not good with him. I'm not good with him, and as you'll see in a little bit, there's someone that I know that is far better with him than me. So why would I take away his main to learn how to play instead of just letting him play? Like, I don't know. Which is something that people gotta understand too, is that if you're playing the game, I'm going to assume you know at least what I know. Please prove me right, and don't go into ranked play trying to learn a fucking character or subpar with a character. Please. Because look what happens when I don't give up Frank, bitch. I get MVP. Alright, I'm sorry. That was pretty good, though. I'm proud of myself, alright? That was good. Right, yapping aside, next game has who I was actually just talking about. Senor Silver. Senor Silver, Silverado. Senor whatever the fuck, I don't know. Point is that if you were to ever have a teammate that you actually had a lot of faith in, it would be this motherfucker. He consistently fucking is good at these team-based games, I should say. Other games he's a little iffy, I'll be the first to say that, and he would beat my ass if he knew I was talking about him. But he's really good, and as a healer main, i.e. Jeff, having a good DPS is your saving grace, because again, if you main a healer, you don't have a lot of say in the game. If you have a teammate that has a room temperature IQ, you're not going to win it just by keeping them alive more. They have to be good at the game, and believe you me when I tell you, this guy knows how to play the game. This guy fucks. He doesn't, but he fucks his Bucky. So, yeah. Glazing aside, you really need a good DPS, and yeah, this team wasn't the greatest, which is why I didn't have a lot of footage for it. Yeah, you need this is a very team-based game, a very team-oriented game. You need a good tank. You need someone that knows their kit. You need a good DPS, someone who could use their kit effectively to not only murder but to find opportunities to murder. And I just gotta sit in the back and spit on people. That's my job. Being a healer is so nice. And it's nice too because well, you can have little combos like that. Like if maybe if I was actually talking to the Groot, I could have coordinated that a little bit better. But alas, it doesn't matter if we have one of the better DPSs I've seen in this game on our team. you still need a decent number of other people. And I think that's why you see so many cloaks and daggers in ranked, because it's really hard to be bad at cloak and dagger. It's really hard to not know what you're doing. A great cloak and dagger can turn the tide of any fight, but an average cloak and dagger, it's pretty much, it's okay. It's pretty, as the children say, mid. Uh, it's actually quite depressing that you don't see a lot of Jeffs in ranked. Granted, this is silver, so the higher you go, the less you see Jeffs, and it makes me sad. I love Jeff. He's the perfect all-around healer, especially after they buffed his main fire a little bit. And that I've learned tech with Jeff, which hopefully I'll be able to showcase maybe during gold rank? I don't know. Point is that I get better, and if you want to do well in ranked, you need good teammates, so I highly suggest you actually stack with people. Literally just the act of stacking and having teammates that you can communicate with effectively is amazing. You will win 95% of the time. I say 95% of the time because if it is only two motherfuckers, you have to rely on people. And I try, man. I try. And this is my foray into a little bit higher of lobbies because, as you probably can tell, he's gold. And well, a lot better than gold, that's for fucking sure. But I'm trying, man. And sometimes I have to cling on for dear life, like if I was actually holding on to this fucking Groot. Which also, Groot is surprisingly effective. I didn't anticipate him being effective. Yay! It's been a while since I got a Devour kill, alright? I'm happy about that. Even though you don't have to suicide. That is... You just have to look down. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out that just looking down pretty much confirms the kill unless they're flying characters or are fast enough. Like, I've seen Silver over here uppercut Jeff's as they spin him out. So that's kind of impressive. But yeah, you don't need to have the highest IQ to get out of a Jeff ult. You gotta know it's coming, and sadly, it is very predictable. I hate to say it, but it is very, very predictable. So predictable that a good Cloak and Dagger can react to it. This is what I was talking about, that a good Cloak and Dagger has a lot of escape tools. I don't want to talk about it. Cut the feed. Cut the fucking feed. Oh god. Getting dipped as a Jeff is fucking depressing, man. This game in general is depressing. I hate that the first time I try to bring a homeboy in, we lose that spectacularly. Oh, god damn it. And we're on to the next one. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say, man. Other than the fact that I can be really stupid sometimes. But that's perfect. It's kind of perfectly showing that, yeah, no, a Jeff is a target. A lot of people have copious amounts of bloodlust for my small little shark ass. They want to turn me into soup. It's not fun, and I hate that I get targeted. To be fair, it is pretty funny. Pisses me off in the moment, but then rewatching this, yeah, no, it's pretty funny. But it goes to show one of Jeff's strengths, if anything, that little spit beam goes on for a lot longer than you think it does. It's effective just to kind of sit in a corner and spray teammates. And I highly encourage you, if you're gonna play as a Jeff, you should probably do that. Because being in the front line or tailing a tank is definitely not your strong suit. I did that because I learned for years of bad habits of Overwatch, TF2, whatever the fuck. Whatever hero shooter, whatever hero shooter you want to talk about. I'm leaving that in because I almost died. Uh, whatever hero shooter you want to talk about. Tailing your tank to make sure he's alive is usually the smartest play. But Jeff's not that, he's not that guy. He's general well-being. He is keep everybody alive as much as possible. Let the other healer take care of the tank. You are just there to make sure people are okay. You are the nicest shark in the fucking world. And I think that is when I started to thrive as Jeff, is that I'm not the main healer. Even though Jeff can be a good main healer, he does enough now. Most of the time you should probably just kind of chill. And because if you don't chill, you get fucking hard targeted like that. Yeah, that was painful. Oh, and also, using your alt like this is not the smartest whenever you're in higher ranks, because, well, stuff like that happens. On the bright side, this raccoon couldn't fuck with me. I'm the superior animal. However, the DPS definitely can and would fuck with me, and pennies. Pennies are my bane of my existence. A good penny will place down mines exactly where you're fucking swimming. But, that's why you need good people to clear them out. And honestly, there's not a lot of good people to clear them out, other than Jeff himself, ironically enough. That splash damage is enough to take out several mines. So, just as a little tip for Jeffs, like if anybody else fucking plays Jeff, it's just me. It's just me. Shoot other things. Don't just shoot people like how I've been doing. Shoot the squids, shoot the mines. Shoot rockets thing. I've seen in quick play actually some good Jeffs that literally just flank and break the reviver thing and then go back to healing. And that's smart. That is really smart if you can get away with it. And Lord knows it'd probably be really effective if I fucking did it. And I haven't been doing it. But that's just because it's silver. We're learning, right? This is the point where I gave that whole thing of, oh, you gotta make sure you at least know your character and all that shit, but it doesn't mean you can't get better. So I was competent Jeff. But now I am superior Jeff. Fuck superior Spider-Man, I am the superior Jeff. But this is kind of what I was talking about earlier though. Heal botting isn't the most flashy gameplay. I'm just trying to live myself and then trying to heal other people. And well, I take that back. Sometimes healers can be interesting, like cloaks and daggers. Because they really did just kind of give that character everything in their kit. I don't understand why they decided to, in my opinion, overtune the absolute fuck out of that character. They have a nuh-uh fuck you button with Cloak. Cloak's beam attack locks on, kills around corners. In some cases can out-damage a Scarlet Witch. Well, if the Scarlet Witch isn't really paying attention, because, you know, the whole range decrease and all that, since technically it is shorter. It's got really good healing. The healing is auto-lock on. She's got good damage. Like, it is a all-around great healer. So that's why you always see them. One, because people think that they are good with her, but in reality they're not. And two, you have some people that are absolute fucking demons with them. They, them. Did I make this joke last time? Anyway. I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's why you see a whole lot of proficient cloaks and daggers, because people just play them a lot. They're really effective. And I'm not saying you're bitch made if you have a proficiency in cloak and dagger, but I'm just saying you're not special. There's a lot of people that have them. It's like how people are making fun of the proficiency Spider-Mans nowadays. I see a lot of them, and it's because a lot of people play Spider-Man. So I get it, but that doesn't mean that it's like, oh, it's rare. I've never seen that before. No, I've seen at least 12 of them today. But yeah, just protect your healers. Also, that too. Granted, I probably could have saved myself right there, but that was just me being kind of stupid and inexperienced as a Jeff. Just like this alt move, which, granted, this was a pretty good ult. I don't want to say I single-handedly won the game for them, but I single-handedly won the game for them. We're not going to talk about it. I'm just that cool. I am Jeff. Whoever there is around two. That's another thing about Jeff is that you can get into some weird fucking places because of the whole wall climbing thing. And I encourage you too, because no one anticipates a Jeff jumping onto their forehead, and while they're trying to kill you and your nearly immortal ass, they get murked. But I'm not near immortal at this point. Cause yeah, some people do a lot of damage in this game. Like magics. Magics are scary, man. Magics are like Spider-Mans, but if they can actually kill. Because that uppercut move pretty much negates Jeff. Because, you know, the way to save yourself were to be, you know, swim away or hit yourself with bubbles. But anything that knocks you into the air, is a severe detriment to any Jeff player. Just as a tip is fighting a Jeff, I guess. Which I shouldn't be giving tips for how to fight against a Jeff, because that would harm me directly, but yeah. Yeah, just as if a Jeff is in the air, he can't really do anything, sadly, so. Except that there's not really a lot of characters at volleyball. Oh, and also, he does a surprising amount of damage. Even though that Venom had, like, no health. I don't know. Attack Jeff does sometimes work. I'll say that. He rarely comes out, but when he does, he fucks people. And it's fucking magic. It's terrifying. Especially the damn demon child, whatever the hell thing. I don't know what it's called. Cursed child? That's probably right. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Magic. It's another one of those characters where I'm iffy. I'm iffy on playing purely because their combos are too much for my small brain. It's like learning a Mortal Kombat combo versus a Tekken combo, you know? It's Mortal Kombat it's a lot easier than fucking quarter circles. Even though I was good at Mortal Kombat, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 back in the day. If we wanna really kick it kind of old school. Is that considered old school? I don't know anymore. I talk like an old man. But here I am playing one of the more modern games, so that's pretty good. I should probably also turn on my fucking headset. What was that, man? This Penny was actively shooting me in the back of the dome piece for like 6 years. I don't know why the hell I decided not to try to kill her, or swim away, or something or other. Good lord, I do some stupid shit, man. But hey, that's a win, right? Yay. Lord, that took forever. Yeah, but not as forever as Lord proficiency. Am I right, fellas? Son of a bitch took MVP again, I swear to God. It's alright, he gets MVP like 95% of the time. That's how you'll know I'm playing with him, because you'll see just that a lot. Which actually, that's something I want to talk about now. Those fucking Lord proficiency things, man. Those are so annoying to get done. For those that don't know, it is not just damage and or kills or time played, even though most of the time you are going to get your highest scores from time played. It is the last challenge every single time is unique to whatever character you are actively playing. For example, for Jeff, it is eating people. I have to eat people as the the ultimate. I have to use my ultimate to eat people, which is nice, but again, in ranked, which I was mostly playing, yeah, a lot of people don't get eaten by it. A lot of people are smart enough to get out of it, which I probably could have grinded it out in quick play, which I think I did maybe like part of it in quick play. I don't know. Whenever it's quick play, I try my best not to fall into the habit of playing the same people over and over again, because I feel like it would get very stale. Also because sometimes a motherfucker just wants to play a DPS, you know? Which, I mean, healer's fun and all, but I don't know, I feel weird being just strict healer. However, if I make it to Grandmaster, is that the next one? Or is that one of the higher ones? I actually don't know the ranking conventions in this. If I get to that as mostly Jeff, I would be very, very happy. I don't know if it's going to happen because I don't have that many good friends. And trying to work this out with randoms is sometimes surprisingly difficult. Sometimes you get good people that you really do click with. Sometimes you get people that you mesh well with, that you want to continue playing with them. And then you realize you don't like talking to randoms on the internet. Even though that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Very oxymoronic. I don't know. I'm a walking contradiction. Trying not to get introspective. Yeah, healing's fun. I can't deny it isn't. I mean, who has a bad time healing, right? Sorry, I was grabbing fun. You know what? I'm not even. As of recording, it is Valentine's Day, and I'm here talking into a microphone. God damn, this is depressing. But hey, it's okay. I mean, I got chocolate. That's worth something, right? Man. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Again, I feel like I'm going to reiterate this every time you see me play as Jeff. Walk into the bubbles, please. They're there for a reason, and they're very helpful. And this is what I was talking about, though. You gotta go rush to heal your Frank, and everybody else, or in general, honestly. A Rocket Raccoon and a Frank Castle are very, very strong. Now, a Rocket can't keep a Frank alive for that long. So you gotta do your part. Other healer, off healer, even though technically Jeff and the Rocket are both off healers, but in this case I would be the main healer because I have beam instead of a ball. I don't know what the fuck I'm yapping about it anymore. My point is, please be smart with how you play it, because if you're not, we're not gonna get very far and have good people. I don't know why my advice mostly boils down to get better, but it's kind of true. That goes for me too. I'll admit you're probably noticing a lot of mistakes I'm actively making, but it's a learning process, just like how I'm learning how to be a good YouTuber person. Which it's going. It's definitely going. I feel weird missing Super Bowl. I don't know. Or missing Super Bowl week. I feel like on one hand, most people would be watching the Super Bowl. And on the other hand, if people don't like the Super Bowl, that means they'd probably be on YouTube, meaning I'd probably get more traction if I uploaded during that. But I was watching it, so fuck you. Which, yeah, it just feels weird missing a week. This has become so ingrained in my routine now that it's kind of off-putting. I feel weird whenever I'm not doing something actively for this, because now whenever I turn on the game, a game, PlayStation in general, honestly, I feel like, okay, I gotta produce something that people want to watch. I gotta play well enough that people want to watch this. And it's a decent habit, I guess. That's I don't know. It puts some pressure, because it's like whenever I fuck up in these clips, you can't see it obviously, but I feel it. I go, yee, someone's gotta at least be like, oh my god, what is this? What is this guy doing? And truth be told, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I'm just kind of guessing. I'm guessing at all this, but hey, almost completely self-made. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And this is what I was talking about, heal botting, because I have nothing better to say about this, man. I'm a healer. All I do is heal. Which people gotta understand that, man. I'm not a cloak and dagger. I'm not an Adam Warlock. I'm not getting kills. I'm a Jeff. My kills are opportunity kills. That is all it is. Because I had people in ranked yell at me for throwing as Jeff, even though I'm putting up decent numbers as healing. But it's just because I went 0 and 6. A healer should not be focusing on getting kills. Which, as Jeff, you get a lot of assists, so like, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I'm still salty about that. That was like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still salty about that. My god. That's stupid. Why the hell am I still angry about that? Well, probably because I'm gonna have to fucking go into it soon. I think that was when I was in gold. I don't know. But as you can probably tell by the length of this silver video, yeah, it took me a while to get to gold. Be it that the game isn't giving me a lot of points, or that, well, I lost a lot. And it's even worse when you realize that this is only the first part. Yeah. It's a little depressing, but hey, it's another win. We're inching along. It is quite literally inching along. This motherfucker doesn't even play Namor. Why the hell did he get MVP? Alright, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. And, if honestly, if this continues, I might have to, make this slightly different, because my point of how I structured this is cutting out the fat, leaving in a majority of the gameplay. Now, the reason why I wanted to do that is because, well, honestly, you don't see that a lot. You see the really cool bits that people get. You see the amazing plays. You see the amazing rollouts. You see clips. That's my point, is that you see clips. And even in some of the videos I've seen, a lot of times they cut around. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not cutting around. It's just that I'm showing what the majority of the time I'm seeing. And honestly, what the majority of the time what I'm seeing is people going into critical. I run over to them, I spray them a little bit, and then they go back into the fight. It's probably a lot more interesting on their end than it is on my end. But this is the life of a healer. And I think that's important for people to see, because when you're a DPS, you don't think about stuff. Whenever you're a tank, you don't think about, is this healer actually healing me? Am I outputting enough damage to outdo their healing? You don't think about this stuff while you're playing. As a DPS, you walk in, you take damage, you walk out. what people gotta understand is that as a healer,
I'm always watching. I'm forever there.
I'm in the back. I am the Jeff. I am the all-knowing. I am all-seeing. I see how much you fuck up. I see how much damage you take. And I see how much I'm saving your ass. Even with stuff like that, too. With killing people while they're in the middle of their ults. I've gotten a lot better with that as Jeff. Because he does a decent amount of damage. But I'm not gonna prioritize damaging over healing. Because that's not what my job is. And I mean, you'll have decently damaging people, like you have Luna. Luna does a good amount of headshot damage. It's like a Kiriko on ice skates. It always comes back to Overwatch. Man. It always comes back to I'm there to heal. I'm there to save people. And just because I'm trying to save your ass doesn't mean you're doing really well. You have a lot of people in these later ranks that are spamming the I need healing, I need healing, I need healing when I've been on their ass this entire goddamn time. It's upsetting because I'm watching, I'm seeing physically with my two eyes, you running in, taking your health wise damage 3 times over, and the only reason why you walked out of that remotely okay was because I was spitting bubbles in your general direction. And I hate when people do that. It's my least favorite thing. Also, another least favorite thing of mine is whenever healers don't prioritize the people that got the Bucky marker. The entire reason why he gets that fucking again bullshit is because they die. So you should keep the people that have that marker alive. At this point, I'm just kind of randomly rambling, but I need to say it. And because this is really long, and I need to explain why this is really long. I don't know, I feel like this is a little bit more authentic of the way that you're playing. This is not, whoa, quick cuts, whoa, wah, wah, you know. Keep the short attention span. If you click on a 1-hour video of a motherfucker playing Jeff with a ranked in the title, you're in for a probably not very engaging ride. Now, could I make these 8-minute digestible bites and just put up an entire game's worth in like several episodes? Yeah, probably. But is that really engaging? Does it really matter if you're getting this stuff in incremental bites? Probably, honestly. It's just that I'm not someone who uploads daily. I upload weekly. Now, this is the amount of footage I can get in a week. And, I mean, it's a decent amount, I don't know. I mean, for full context, it took almost 3 hours of footage alone to get to gold. So I had to chop up that a lot. I chopped it up a hell of a lot. But that is just to make it bite-sized, enjoyable for you. And instead of bite-sized, where it's an 8-minute, 11-minute video, it is an hour. Sometimes an hour and a half, maybe, if we're cutting it really badly. Point is that I want to trim the fat as much as possible, but not take away the experience of being a healer. Because honestly, this is the experience of being a healer. It is. Just this. I'm scooting my ass around, spraying people. And most of the time I am yapping about absolute nonsense, too. If you think I'm engaged in this game at all, while I'm actively playing healer, you got another thing coming. I don't... Okay. I take it seriously, but not so seriously. This is a game, after all. I probably would get viscerally upset, though. That's why I'm really glad I don't stream. Yet. Maybe. TLDR. I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, just you gotta play the game, man. And this is me playing the game. I am amazing. It didn't work. Well, it kind of worked. Yeah, this is. And still a little baby Jeff. Still a little baby Jeff. Which is sad that I have, I think, more footage of me being really bad than me being really good. Uh, but hey, it's only like a week's worth of bullshit, which is several weeks ago. But that's just because I like collecting footage, so I don't have to worry about it. This is the first time I've ever seen a draw. It felt very weird seeing one. But hey, now we know that can happen in ranked at least. That's why I saved it. What a wild ride, huh? This is depressing, honestly. watching this back and seeing how much I was struggling as a Jeff, it makes me a little sad, honestly. I didn't realize that I actually, in my opinion, got better. I know I keep saying it, it's like a teaser for the next part, but I feel like I did get better. And that's why I think this is important, because I'm documenting it, you know? I'm documenting it. It's like watching back old game tapes. You gotta get better. You gotta keep it moving. You gotta, yeah. However, I do feel like I should maybe do more basic stuff. I don't know. I feel like when I run out of stuff, I guess, whenever I run out of this, it's gonna be kind of depressing, because I don't really have anything else I would want to do. I know this is a lot of talk, considering this is barely silver, but I am genuinely worried about running out of things to make about. I'm always going to be playing something. But what is that something, you know? What am I doing exactly? And I thought ranked would be good because, well, if you hit a ace on somebody in quick play, it's not as impressive because they can be nobody. They can be bots. Sometimes they're bots in this game. In ranked, it's a little bit more fast-paced. Especially since sometimes people in quick play can be real bitches. You know, leaving the game early, talking a bunch of shit, pissing off your team, pissing off their team. Sometimes people are just mean. And it's depressing, because this is like kind of competitive, but at the same time, like, you're really yelling at Spider-Man over there. Like, that is some hater ass shit, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But yeah, it's just, I've definitely been playing this game the most, but I feel like there honestly isn't a lot to talk about it. It's very fun. I have a lot of fun with it. I like Jeff. I like Widow. Well, Widow needs a rework. Honestly, I could probably do a whole dissertation at this point about how to fix Widow. or Wolverine. Wolverine's fun too. And it's like, there's a lot of characters in this game that anybody can play. Anybody that has a different play style from you even could play a character so distinctly that you have to change shit on the fly. You know, an uber aggressive Wolverine is just as scary as an uber defensive Wolverine, or as an ambush Wolverine. There's so many different ways you can play them. You have the invisible womans that are offensive. You have the invisible womans that are defensive. You have the invisible woman that think that they're playing spy from TF2. You ain't that guy, pal. Trust me, you ain't that guy. If you wanted to do that, go play Psylocke. Which, even Psylocke is kind of stretching it. I don't know, I feel like feel like there should be more one-shot-ish things in this game. Does that make sense? I know that sounds really cheesy, but like the one-shot things we do have, they're kind of AIDS. As in, they're really easy to fuck up, or really easy to miss, or really easy to counter. Scarlet Witch, again, that ultimate was scary for, I don't know, like a week when the game came out, and then everybody figured out how to counter it. And the fact that she gets no CC immunity during that is insane. Doesn't mean you can't get kills with it, it just means it's kind of weak. Maximum Pulse. Strong. However, a lot of people just kind of outright ignored that. Iron Fist can parry it. Mr. Fantastic can straight up absorb it. Any type of shield blocks it. It's a pretty slow moving projectile too, so if they're far enough away, you can pretty much get out of the way. Oh, what else is considered one shot? I don't know. Honestly, a lot of things are pretty either balanced or underwhelming, honestly, in this game. It's either you go, oh, this is pretty neat, or this is this needs a huge buff. Like Captain America. Personally, I think Captain America could be really fun if they just tweaked him ever so slightly. Now, honestly, I haven't put a lot of time into Captain America to give my proper thoughts on it, on what could be changed or what should be changed. But fighting against a lot of Captain Americas gave me a lot of insight into, damn, they are kind of throw killer characters if you don't know how to use them. They almost poke. It's almost like Spider-Man. You're meant to poke. You're not there to get kills, which is depressing. And as for Jeff changes, since we're talking about changing people, I don't know if there is a good way to change Jeff. Honestly, he's pretty okay where he is. I mean, he's a 1-star character, so it's not exactly like you're vying for a top spot. Even the game knows he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. For Christ's sake, his passive is he takes less headshot damage, and it's just because he's 95% headshot. I would like to see more team ups with him though. That is the one thing I would like to see. Is give him more stuff, because like, I mean, the ice fish is kind of cool. The ability to ride on Groot's shoulders is kind of cool, but nothing interesting. You know. I wish it was interesting. Like maybe change the effects of my ult or something. Make it larger, like open maw, you know, like have me team up with fucking Namor and give me a wider range because his fish friends help me or something. I don't fucking know. I'm just spitballing here. It's a good game though. I do want to branch out and play other stuff though, and for anybody that's actually interested, I'm still playing COD. Just more zombies, which I should have Mystic Gold out maybe next week. It depends on what I want to do with this part 2, honestly. I realize this is probably not the not what a lot of people anticipate tuning into it, because it's more just me yapping over gameplay. But I mean, the gameplay is kind of cool, right? I mean, look at me, I'm a shark. And honestly, I feel like the COD is very similar. It's just kind of me yapping for a really long time, hoping to God that someone actually listens to me. And you can tell it's starting to get late because I get to introspective. Well, you might say, Vane, what the fuck are you talking about? And the answer is, I don't know. I started doing this at 6. It's not close to 11. I've been out here a while. And I still got more to go because there's so much more to do, even though I'm not the greatest at it. It's just me. I don't have an editor. I don't do anything else. It's just me. And hey, at least I'm putting out an effort, right? Because the effort makes it. Just like effort should equal getting better and ranked, right? Yep, brought it back around. Effort. Practice. Don't get hit in the head with a fucking Thor. A lot of things. Just try to be positive, alright? This is a long ass video. It's hard not to be a little dour, a little depressive, a little low energy, but I'm trying my best here. It's a long video and it's a long grind. Now, if you were better, if you were DPS, if you were a tank, you could probably get through this a lot faster. If you had friends that played this game with you, you can get through it a lot faster. I am really grateful to have someone my Jeff caliber on my friends list. So I highly highly encourage you guys to have friends. I know if you're probably watching me, you're probably lacking in the friend department. But hey, they all can't be winners, right? Go to Discord, hang out with that femboy. Actually, probably don't. You'll probably get roped into a ring or something. Don't trust Discord. Don't trust Discord moderators. Don't trust Redditors. Don't trust anybody you meet on the internet, honestly. Where the hell am I going with this? I don't know. The video's done. Get the fuck out of here. Like and subscribe. See you later.